Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Locke, with an E. And what was that? I open my mouth and sometimes it surprises me what comes out. That's all I can tell you. And same for the director, apparently. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you join us on a wonderful evening celebrating time. In fact, myself and all of the crew, with the exception of our producer, who I think glazed over slightly, were having a very in-depth conversation about Doctor Who right the way up until we were coming on air. Apparently, she's not much of a Doctor Who fan. But anyway, tonight will be your Time Lords. I shall be the Doctor, because it's always been my aspiration. And here to be the other Time Lord, maybe even the Master of Time. It's Jonathan Bordell. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm very well. It's super duper to work with you. We've been trying to do this for how long now?
Well, quite a few months now.
Quite a few months,
yeah.
Yeah. I've been watching all of the shows because, as you know, I am a watch enthusiast myself.
You are?
I'm still very, very tempted to get myself a Space Invaders watch, and I loved the automatic version of that. Was amazing. I might just have to treat myself.
I think you should.
I don't please myself enough. Do you know that? It's true. And what a lineup we have tonight for you, by the way. Plus, you may notice in the background that we have not just one, but we actually have 3 different winders, types of winder for you from Mainspring. So, I mean, and watches galore and a whole lot more. Should we get on with it?
Let's get on with it.
Yeah. What should we look at first? What would you like to... So we have the Nubeo Gents Da Vinci Automatic Skeleton limited edition watch with the silicon strap and the complimentary gift. Now, what's the complimentary gift?
So we've got a complimentary gift with this brand new Nubeo. It's the first time it's seen in Europe on shopping television.
Yes.
First time. And the complimentary gift is a very futuristic watch winder. So we've made a watch winder that's mains and battery powered and looks like a satellite.
Yes, and in fact, we'll show you some video of that in a moment. So I was actually putting together the videos for these new Beos, and it's wonderful that we have... Can I get it over here? Because we're not actually seeing it, are we? So, and we're not seeing anything to do with it, so I'll bring it over here. This is the crimson black variation of it, and I have to say it's my favourite. It also comes in indigo blue and juniper green, but this is the crimson black. Red and black are just 2 of my favourite colours together.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's very striking, isn't it? And with Nubeo, we've got watches that are inspired by space travel. We've talked about science fiction before.
Yes.
And all of those materials here give you a very bright, unique and contemporary watch here, but it really does look like the spaceship captain's watch, doesn't it?
It really does.
Travel. We
are bold, or I should say Nubeo are boldly going where no other watch manufacturer has gone before. £350 is the price, down from $750. And also, can we show the video of the complimentary gift? Yes, I think we can. It's coming any second now. Here it is. You get that?
That is the complimentary gift. And what's great about it is you can wind your watch in it. Comes with a squeezy cushion, so you can fit any watch in it and watch. And then
sorry, the aliens have invaded by the look. Oh, there we go. We'll pick one we like. Now, you can buy that for £220. £320?
Yes.
We're giving a £320 gift.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's a fully mechanical mains or battery powered watch winder. Looks very good. It actually lights up there as well. It's great, and that's our complimentary gift.
Absolutely extraordinary. So yeah, the different variations, as I say, we'll show you them in detail, but it does come in a green version and it comes in a blue version, and you're welcome to have a look if you want to go to shopontv.co.uk and you'll be able to see the different variations there. Plus, it is a limited edition of 100, and you will be one of the only 100 people on the planet.
That's right.
To own it. Right. Also, we have From Cadola. Do you want to hold it or shall I hold it? I don't mind.
I'll hold it
who
for you.
likes to handle the watches on your shows? Is it usually you or is it usually...
Well, I can help you or you can help me, whichever you like.
I don't mind
whatever
either
enjoys
way.
it.
Well, we can alternate. I'll take this one. You do that one. How's
So
that?
this is Cadola. It's a watch inspired by classic watches. Think about the era of motor racing. Think about the era of sports cars when chronographs, and this is a chronograph, were used as an instrument, the technical instrument here, and we brought that classic style back at an affordable price. So it's a fully working chronograph, lots of details.
Marvellous. Normally 360, we've got it all the way down to better than half price, £150, and the item number is 700629. And I don't know, there's something about that's very sort of Tony Stark. It's very sort of like future of tomorrow, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, there's a lot of instruments in this watch. It actually has a world timer as well as a chronograph, so it is something that he'd use on many adventures.
I would have thought so too, yes. Yeah, we can neither confirm nor deny that, but we imagine it would be the case. Also coming up in the show, we have for you, Peugeot. This is the Quadrant chronograph watch with a leather strap. Now I love this. It's a big dial, so if you are a fan of the chunky monkeys, this is perhaps one for you. It's normally £275, but it comes all the way down to £120 here at ShopOnTV. And remember, we do have capped postage and packing for 95 P&P, so if you do buy a few watches tonight, then you will only pay the one postage and packing charge per order. That is amazing. Peugeot. Named after Adolphe Peugeot,
the early aviation pioneer. So a really bit of early aviation history inspired that watch.
Can I just say, I've got to take my hat off to my director there because he operates our robot cameras, and that was a lovely shot. It really was. Right, okay, let's crack on, shall we? We've got so much to look through, so much to see. If you want to catch up, then you can, well, if actually not catch up, if you want to shop ahead, then you can go to shopontv.co.uk. They're all there. There they blow. Look, I love that limited edition Magellan automatic. You can see we've got a couple of watch winders. Those watch winders, when I looked on the Mainspring website, they were about 400 quid.
That's right. We've brought things to you for this first show for Mainspring watch winders at a really advantageous price.
Oh, no kidding. So, and we do have some automatic watches on the show as well, which is the whole point of the watch winder is that you put them in there and they wind overnight while you're sleeping.
Exactly. Remember, automatic watches contain oils and greases. So just like your car, if you leave it in the garage for a year, it's not very healthy.
No.
In this way, not only does it keep your watch wound, but keeps all the lubricants and oils and greases moving around the watch as if you were wearing it.
Amazing. Amazing. So we're going to start with the Nubeo Gents Da Vinci. Well, can we say, why do we even put gents on the details these days? I don't know. Because there may be ladies out there who would like this, and I would say very much that there will be. But it is nice to try and keep something for the gentleman's domain, but that's never going to happen, is it? This is I think my...
And they're very solid.
Very, very durable. No, we're good. This is in different options. So you can either get it in this, which is the crimson black, or may I take the others from you?
You can.
Here, mind you, the indigo blue is also rather lovely. Because it's very metallic. Well, they've got a metallic finish.
Well, they are metal cases, and I'll go through the detail, but they come up with some great colours at Nubeo.
Ah, look at that. That's your juniper green. I mean, that's very Doctor Who, isn't it? That's even though we do acknowledge that it is a BBC show. Although I will play the Doctor one day.
Well, let's say space traveller or time traveller.
That's
we can do that, can't we?
Doctor Space Time. Oh no, wait, that's Community. That's NBC. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey. No, that's still Doctor Who. £350. Now the saving on this is stellar. Sorry, 750 quid normally. So there's £400 off already. But then we give you a £320 complimentary gift.
That's right. So
I can't believe it's not butter.
So you could keep that for yourself, you could gift that for someone else, or you could do lots of different things with it. But it's great because these are actually automatic, skeletonized, mechanical watches there.
Shall we go one by one?
Let's do that.
I'm going to give you the back a couple, and I'll start with the crimson red. I hope... I don't know if we got one of the complimentary gifts here.
No.
No. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. We do have a video of it, though, which we will show at some point. There we go. It's Kieran, it's the space age, the globe watch winder that I showed you, or that you showed me actually. So tell us about this, please,
So, as
Jonathan.
I said, this is a Nubeo. Now, Nubeo are a brand which were formed in the USA, and they're inspired by exploration. Now, that's in space, and that's under the sea, because, of course, many parts of the world's oceans we've never even been able to discover yet, because it's too deep.
We know more about space than we do the oceans,
Apparently,
do we
that's
not?
right, that's right.
I understand, yeah.
So this is inspired by the Da Vinci probe. Now, the Da Vinci probe, I think, is going to Venus. It's the first probe in Venus. It's circling it. It's taking atmosphere samples. And we inspire our watches from those technical achievements and exploration. But the watches themselves built by Nubeo are very different, as you can see, but they are built to higher watchmaking standards. So when you look at that case, that black case is 316L marine grade stainless steel. The side panel is 316L marine grade stainless steel. And what we do is we use a very modern ionic plating. And you won't see many watches with this sort of colour variation.
No.
But because we're not looking at the past, we're looking at the future, we have these very modern angular looks there. And what I love about Nubeo is every watch looks different. Every watch has some amazing colours. And I always say, if you're at a party and you see someone with a Nubeo across the room, you'll know it's a Nubeo just by the style. Fully automatic, sapphire crystal, which is curved, and this is a lovely curved case.
Yeah.
You made a good point, which is men or women could wear these watches.
Yes, yes.
I mean, anyone could, because the case is curved, and then you've got these wonderful silicone straps. Now, everything is made by Nubeo, so you won't find this strap anywhere else apart from on Nubeo, because they've make it.
Yeah.
And also, I just want to point out that these watches are limited edition. So we make 100 pieces per colour worldwide. Ooh. And just inside, the box is just in shot. I just want to show you, when I take this out.
Yeah, please.
In the shot there, you get the extra strap in there.
Ah,
so there is one there.
You get a black strap with this one.
The black strap there. So you get a great collector's box, limited edition. Your number is on the watch and on the box there. It talks about the Da Vinci probe there, and you get this great watch, but it's automatic. It is actually 50-metre water resistance. You can swim with it with no problem as well. And it has the weight of a well-made watch, because it is. And I just want to make an important point. Everything we're seeing tonight has a 2-year manufacturer's warranty supported here in the UK. So any problems, 2 years, there's a team here in London who can help you out.
It is staggeringly good looking, it really. It's got no business on my wrist whatsoever. I love it, and I love all the different colours. Let's have a look at another colour variation. So that's the crimson black, and I'll just keep my wrist there as a placeholder. I do enjoy the fact that you can change the straps very easily, and if you have a look online, you'll see the different accompanying spare strap that comes with it. So it's with the blue,
well, if you look at the dial there, can you see the inner part of the dial, which is called the Rahort?
The Rahort.
That's the gap between the dial and the case.
Yes.
That's white. So we match the case inner Rahort to the straps. You get a white strap with it. Change the look entirely.
Which is fab. And then on the juniper green, that comes with a green strap. Yeah, a green strap and a black strap.
Yeah.
And they're very, very easy to change, aren't they? So you get the tool included. It's a
spring bar, you get the tool included. Once you've practiced it, you could change it probably within half a minute at most.
I'm a bit stuck, Jonathan, because I've got to be honest with you. I don't know which one. I wouldn't know how to choose. I love them all. I'm not normally a green person, but the case of the juniper green is just so striking. And with the black strap, in fact, again, placeholder. Do us a little
there we go.
swap,
I think your wrist deserves to have a look at the green.
I think so. I mean, you've got to try these things on, haven't you? Magnificent.
And as I said, that's 316L stainless steel. So the brushing on the stainless steel and the detail comes through that green colour, which makes it really striking.
It's almost I don't know why I'm thinking, I've got sci-fi theme in my head at the moment. So there is an extraordinary 4-part documentary that's been made about the making of RoboCop.
Right.
Called RoboDoc. If you get a chance to watch it.
I'll have to watch that.
Each episode is feature length,
wow.
Believe it or not. But at the end of it, you just still are left wanting more, because it was such an iconic show. And I don't know why, but there's something about this that reminds me of RoboCop.
Well, it's very machine-like, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very machine, very mechanical, very science fiction. And I love the architectural details on that dial there. You can see the balance wheel. That's the tick and tock of a mechanical watch there.
Yeah.
And then lovely, you've got this case there. And even the screws there are the Nubeo logo there. A lot of detail, but it does look very sci-fi and mechanical. The watch is bringing us back to that subject.
Do you know that actually it's a misnomer, tick-tock? I learned this from QI, another BBC show, sorry. But it's actually tick-tick, but just when you have sounds that are the same in succession, in sort of in twos, you tend to hear a slight. It's an anomaly of our hearing. You hear the second one slightly different.
It's the same tick, yeah, absolutely.
The same tick, yeah. Amazing watch, it really was. Sorry for that. I was mesmerised by the. I know the lights are flaring in the glass, but I wanted you to see every little aspect. Even the orange, the colour theme goes around the caps, not the capstan. What's the word I'm looking for? The crown. Thank
and
you.
that
Sorry,
is stainless steel as well. So I'd make a point that this is watch built to survive. If you buy this watch, wear it, enjoy it. It is water resistant. It is stainless steel. There is a hardened coated glass there.
Yes.
It's fully mechanical. It's beautiful and different and really different to wear. You won't see many watches like this.
Let's show you the complimentary gift again, because we're giving you, but I don't quite know how we're doing this, but we're doing it. Here it is. You are getting this. That is a full-size single space-age winder, which is, they call it the satellite, because it looks like a satellite. And you can buy that on the Mainspring website right now, and it is £320.
That's right, and it can be used with batteries or with mains. And if you have a mechanical watch, especially with the new Bayo, it's great because it has that sci-fi feel. It's also good for a desktop as well. It's a lovely size there. Great accessory for anyone. Could be a separate gift as well.
And we include it. You get it.
That's complimentary.
With that particular watch.
With that particular watch. Yeah, we're not brand new.
Not doing it with every watch.
No, can't do that.
Could be out of business by the end of the week. 350 quid for a £320 winder and a £750 watch. So you're basically getting a grand's worth of goodies for a third of the price. Gemma, my producer, just put it in the most eloquent way. She said, "It's mental." It's true, it is. I've become, since I've worked with you, but also since I've been working with ShopOnTV, and I do quite a lot of the background work as well. So, you know, I'll edit some of the videos and prepare them for the shows and what have you. So I get to see a lot of the watches in great detail, and I get a preview of them before, obviously, they go to air. And one of the things that has struck me is that New Bayo, I think it's probably because I am a sci-fi buff and I love space and engineering and all that kind of thing, but the colours of New Bayo watches, I think, are some of the best of any watch ever made. Yeah,
they do have, and we're going to see it again, when you talk about shades of colours and hues and different Pantone numbers, they are just right. So we're going to see it again now as well. You're going to see watches that you haven't seen the like of before. They are different.
By the way, a Pantone number is not the number of the pantomime. It's for those that don't know.
No, sorry. Yes, my wife's a designer, so she's surrounded by these things. It's the certain tint, it's the certain shade. There's blue, and there's many different blues. So that's what we've got here. But they're right. The colouring is really unique, very different.
Yes. Sorry, I wasn't picking you up on it. I just wanted to explain, for those that don't know what Pantone colours are.
It's a nice cake as well, isn't it?
It's a lovely Italian cake, isn't it? Yeah, Pantone. Let me show you this, because I'm breathtaken. My breath has been removed. This is the Huygens. Is that how you pronounce it?
It's Huygens.
Huygens, yes. Okay. Now, I don't know anything about the Huygens, and I would like to know more, except obviously it is fairly obvious that it's a limited edition of 100. No, I mean, a New Bayo could get away with doing limited editions of 1,000, you know, because they're so unique.
Worldwide.
And the amount of, I know, worldwide. It's extraordinary.
Well, no, the ethos behind New Bayo is they want to make limited runs. We do have New Bayo collectors. Now, one thing that I'm not sure if you know what we've done, we actually work with NASA. So we've done 3 different editions with NASA, and we've actually launched the first edition into space. So we sent each and every single watch right up into the atmosphere.
Wow.
And went down to -40, and they came back down to Earth. So we have that space heritage there as well. Now, this Huygens, what's great about it is, that's right, you've got a great shot there. This is a tonneau case, so it's a lugless case there, and the movement floats in the centre of it. You can see it's attached almost like a structural element, like the girders of a space station.
Yeah.
So lovely, curved crystal, silicon strap, different from the one we've just seen, vents differently. I said everything was custom made there. It's actually 50 metres water resistant, and this is a fully automatic watch. So you're looking at a fully automatic watch with a unique look there, big and bold.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm actually quite speechless. It is very, very cool.
Very different, very individual, 2-year warranty. And I love the fact, and you pointed out, that every new Bayo we bring on has a really unique, different look. And when you talk about the inspiration, you understand it, you get it. There's the Huygens probe, the satellite. I think it's on the moon of, no, is it on Titan? I think it is. Titan, that's right. Yeah. Which apparently is one of the places we're meant to visit. More than most.
Potentially habitable, I'm told, reliably.
Yeah.
Or not, I couldn't say. But I know there is, we have got to that point where it's not just the dream of getting out of
Well, I think
the
Titan's
bounds
got
of
water on it. That's what they think. It's got
Sure,
ice.
sure.
So I think it has. Yeah, I mean, look, we're getting there. We're getting there, getting close.
Well, we'll have to one day, because this place, who knows how much longer we've got here with the way we're treating it. I mean, I love the thickness of this case as well. Can I try it on? Now, obviously, this is the green version. We have actually got 5 different colours. The other thing you'll notice, now I've got a fairly substantial wrist, but they fit so comfortably. It's almost like they're a custom tailored fit.
Well, what you've got there is you've got a curved stainless steel case. You don't often see that. And that is, I mean, when we look at the price, I just want to draw people's attention to the detail on them. The custom-made silicone strap, if you look, that's curved as well. So the whole thing almost clamps around your wrist and is comfortable to wear. It
does.
Secure.
Clamp is a good word.
Even the crystal is curved. Now, this is quite difficult to do. So you talked about the fact there's only 100 worldwide of each colour. This is the sort of detail they do, but they want to have new Bayer collectors. And what we're doing on these shows is we don't have brand ambassadors, we don't have fancy showrooms in the middle of London.
No.
You are, the viewer is our brand ambassador, and we want you to spread the word. Lovely, you can see the date wheel.
Can you slide the, or do we do what we did before and we'll do a swap?
Well, I think we've got a real plethora.
We do. Well, let's go to blue next. Now, so these, do they get a spare strap with this one as well?
No, we've just got one strap.
Right, one strap colour. Oh, I love this.
This is lovely. Now, this is a different green, almost like an emerald green with the white strap. Very slick, very smart. As you said before, anyone could wear this, but still that wonderful stainless steel case. And I want to draw your attention to the fact that it's brushed, polished on the edges. That is a solid stainless steel case with this ultra hard IP plating, which is an ultra hard coating, which gives you this wonderful colour.
Can I stop you there, John? I'm afraid I can't do the show anymore because I'm going to be bankrupt by the time I get home. I tell you, I would have every one of these. I don't think there's these first 2 watches. I literally want all of them. Just breathtaking.
Different.
That is the. What are we calling that one? Green. Oh, white. Oh, so we're going by strap colour. Okay.
Now here's your more conventional stainless steel
case. Then. Okay, so this is orange. All right. Here we go. Oh, this is very James Bond. You know, I could see this on the wrist of a starlet as she emerges from the ocean in her bikini.
Well, the stainless steel case does make it more conventional, but look at the little touch. I love it, the green crown.
Yeah.
And that's stainless steel.
I mean, these are works of art. But, I mean, you talk about difficult to do with the limited editions, but also expensive to do.
Yeah.
Because, in other words, they make 100 of this, so that obviously the moulds, if there are moulds, for certain parts of the watch are going to remain the same. It's the finishes that are going to be different. You know, the mould for the straps, but they'll just make them in different colours. But once that's all done, once you've produced out of 5 colourways, so what, 500 units?
Yeah. It's still not sensible.
Then they break the mould. That's it. Gone. End. Done. Finished. No more. They've got to start a whole new design.
That's it. But even with this watch, it doesn't share the same strap as the previous watch. Totally different strap.
Is it a totally different strap?
Totally
really?
different strap.
So it's not even the same mould of strap?
Nope.
Blimey. I mean, I don't know if New Bayo have got the hang of this business.
Well, we're going for a number of years now. And
No,
remember, we work on, I mean, this is straight from New Bayo to you. So we cut out the middleman.
Sure.
And also we're working on the collectors. And there are people like myself who have 4 or 5 New Bayos. There's a colour that's going to really, I think you haven't seen before.
Oh, I love, hang on, let me just undo it. So this is brown. Wow.
With a red case. You wouldn't think it would work, would you? But it does. Lovely. I'm going to call that a crimson case. Stainless steel. You can see the brushing and the polishing of the stainless steel through there. Lovely dark dial there. And the hands and the indices there are luminous. I mean, look, you won't see many watches. And this has got a good weight. You've got it on your wrist, haven't you? About 220
grams. Oh, it's very substantial. Yeah, it's lovely.
Have this sort of colouring.
I mean, really, Jonathan, I can't imagine there is anybody watching who cannot appreciate how delicious these are. They've really struck a chord with me, this particular model, I must say. £285, what a saving as well, down from 600. If you want to look at everything that's available in the show tonight, you can, of course, go to shopontv.co.uk and have a little look ahead. There's so much to marvel and enjoy. We're going to, I know, unfortunately, we did start a little later tonight, and we you know, it means we're a little time poor when it comes to showing you everything, but we will try and show you as much as possible. By the way, if you're looking on the website and you see a particular watch that you would like us to show you because you want to buy it, just email us, studio@shopontv.co.uk. Let us know which one you want to see more, and we will specifically pick it out and show it to you for you. Now, this is, I mean, talk about this totally and utterly defines my childhood because I was one of those people that would go to the arcades in the days when that's all you could do.
Yep.
And play Space Invaders and Asteroids was the other one I rather liked. And then when we got our Atari, the first Atari console, the 1001, the wooden look console, which mine I remember it vividly. I got it from Debenhams. It was $69.99 and it came with Pac-Man.
One cartridge. One
cartridge, yeah. But of course I immediately went out and bought Space Invaders. And the joy, the whole family, we used to sit around and play Space Invaders and all of these incredible Atari games. And so this is an official, what do you call it, an official collaboration?
Absolutely. Well, this is our official collaboration with Space Invaders, the iconic name from the late 1970s. And we've done some really interesting things. Now, I just want to say we did one show on Shop on TV with the chronograph version of this, sold out.
Sure,
yeah. Now, these are also limited edition, and now this is the automatic version. Now, a lot of people are passionate about that era and about their computer games, and this is an official collaboration. This is a limited edition, so we've made just over 100 of each of these watches as well.
Just over 100 of each?
Yep. And they have that neon 1980s look, so I'm going to give the director some advance notes, because I think we're going to try and light this up in the studio.
We're going to try and light it up, yeah. So actually the strap is luminescent. Even the box is luminescent, isn't it?
So there we go.
My!
So your Space Invaders all light up, and I love the pixelated look. Right.
That's what they used to sound like, you know.
And the strap, if you just hold the strap up, Rob, that's luminous as well. Can you see? It's got that lovely textured.
Oh, look at that. Oh, hello.
So that's luminous as well. Now, we're just doing this with the studio lights, but I mean, it really is a fun watch. So if you know someone who loves their computer games, who loves that era of modern design, because this really was a breakthrough, this game, wasn't it? It's one of the most successful computer games ever,
yes, absolutely.
No, console games.
Console games,
computer games. This is
look at that.
There we go.
One of the other most popular games, of course, was Tetris, and there's a great film.
I love it. I saw it recently.
Did you see it?
Yeah,
there's someone in it you might recognise.
Are you in that film?
I'm in that film, yeah.
You're going to do your Russian.
I didn't have my beard.
You're Russian.
I was Russian.
Yeah. I thought so.
I didn't have my beard. I was the one that went round to the wife's house and asked where her husband was. But I only had a moustache, so you might not have recognised me.
Great film.
Yeah, it was very good.
So this is a great celebratory edition there. I mean, if you're thinking of something different for Valentine's gift, I mean, this is a different gift.
It just takes me back. It really does. To the days of 8-bit gaming.
And that was exciting.
I know. I mean, honestly, my son and I were joking about this the other day because he just bought himself, he treated himself to a PlayStation 5. And the graphics now are almost
cinematic.
You know, they are. Cinematic is the word. And when we started out, just amazing. I being a big superhero fan, I remember for the Atari console, they brought out the Superman game. And it was so basic, where you had like a really rubbishy Superman made out of like 8, 10 pixels.
Yeah.
They used to fly into phone boxes and things like that. I want to show you the whole presentation. So that's the white. Here comes the yellow. So I know we're seeing it here as well, but I'm going to show it to you live. But the fact that these are $7.95 and they're down from that to $3.95, I was tempted to buy them when they were on Ubea's website at $7.95.
Well, it is a fully automatic watch. The dry box is included. You're seeing you get a spare strap as well. You get the certificate of authenticity and your limited edition number.
Yeah.
So it is a great package. Even the box, you get a lovely presentation box. It's quite substantial.
And I think if you're going to get one of these, because we do have the non-automatic versions of them as well, and they are fantastic. And I love the colours of them. But I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to watches. If I'm going to buy a watch, I'm usually going to buy an automatic.
Well, we introduced the Becker Quartz first, but I think that's gone. I think we've
it could very well have done.
We've got these now. And actually, the ones we had on Shop on TV were the only ones left available in the world.
Is that right?
That was
really?
Right.
Wow. So yeah, I don't know what the status of the other ones is. So there, this is the presentation. So it comes out, it comes on its little. I'm just going to put it down here. You've got your little padded thingy in there, and is there more? I'm assuming there's more behind here.
So there's your tool,
yeah.
There's your extra strap. So that, we talked about Nubao colouring. So you've got a grey gold strap.
Yes.
To go with the gold case on this one, the IP plated
yes.
stainless steel gold. So you can change the look, and I think that's quite a slick look. Great
I
380s,
agree.
isn't it?
Oh, I mean, really and truly. I think this would be the one. There aren't any other automatics, are there? Are these the only two?
These are the two we have, yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure I get this the right way around. Sorry, my eyes are not as good. So what I love is you've got the Space Invader characters at the top, which of course were in banks of, I don't know, 6 or 7, and they used to move along the screen. I was always terrible at hitting the spaceship that would come fly across the top every now and then. But then you've even got, I don't know if, oh, sorry. I do apologise.
What's quite interesting is this is a fully automatic movement. It's an open heart movement.
Oh, just winding it. Yeah.
So you can see this kind of, and can you see there's a little dial in there? And the dial is a 24-hour time zone. So it actually shows the same time as the main display on a 24-hour basis. But can you see it's got the little tank on it? That
yes, I know. That's what I love.
Lots of attention to detail on there. Really clever. And that case is all stainless steel. So it's a really beautifully finished case.
Hold on, I was going to say, those are the little lasers. That's the shape of the shape of the lasers that would go up. And there are 2 different versions of the alien because they start off in one state, which is that, and then they move as they move along. They go to that, so they kind of flap their arms up and down. And then there's the little tank that's shooting the lasers up into the sky. That is unbelievable. What a shot! Well done to Kieran for that. And then let me show you, you've got this wonderful stainless steel back as well. It is fully automatic though. I really favour, I think this is the one I might get. I'm going to get one of them. Are there not many of these left in the world either, are there?
We made 150 globally.
Really?
So there's only 150, so we don't have that in the UK. That's what we made globally, and that's right, the last ones are here in the UK now.
Right. Might want to get it.
You can pay more on Nubao's site or get the great price here.
Yeah, and honestly, if you want to check Nubao's site, you'll find that the prices are most definitely higher than we have them here. I mean, this is what ShopOnTV is all about. We work very closely with our suppliers. Our aim is to become the outlet for great products at great price. You know, the best prices that you can find anywhere in the land is the goal. Ooh, now, blimey, this next one is rather substantial. You've done it to me again. I mean, just stop it, will you? Honestly, bring all these amazing watches.
I won't.
If I were a millionaire, no, I know you won't. And please don't, actually. If I were a millionaire, honestly, wow, that's something else.
Do you know, I can always tell when a presenter really likes the watch because they put it on upside down as they look at it.
I know, I know. Oh, this is incredible. Hold on. It's quite weighty. Do you know what? Oh, hold on. I can't do it. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to do it up because I'm wasting too much time. Everyone wants to see it. It's not about my comfort. It's about your pleasure. This is the supermassive tourbillon watch. Oh my. Now, it's got a turntable as the complimentary gift that comes with this, a record player, as we used to call them. It's normally 250. We have it for 1450. I mean, blimey! Of all the tourbillons I've seen, we've got a couple of tourbillons that we sell on the show, but this is just amazing. Yeah,
I mean, this is a tourbillon. Now, I'll just go into a little bit of history. The tourbillon, which is that centre part of the watch you see ticking there, was devised by Abraham Louis Breguet in 1795, and what he was trying to do was negate the effects of gravity. So remember, when you put down a watch, when you put it down on its front or its side, those positional changes affect the way the watch runs.
Right.
So his solution was to put all the key components of a watch rotating in a cage powered by itself.
Yes.
And to this day, it's one of the most complex movements to make. What makes this watch special is it's a centrally mounted tourbillon, so it's actually in the centre of the movement. And the hands, look at it, there's no direct link between the movement of the hands there.
No.
It's actually geared away from the back of it. It's in the back of the watch there. So the hands there are those circles. They're luminous as well. But what I love about Nubao, I said before, they are inspired to explore. So this is actually a 200-metre water-resistant dive watch.
Good Lord.
So what you've got here is a centre-mounted tourbillon. It's 200 meter water resistant, sapphire crystal, and it actually has a bone integrated bracelet. Now, these are difficult to make, and these are really, really rare. Now, I just want to tell you how many we make, and I'm just going to make sure I've got this right.
Yeah.
Okay, because I think this is really important with these. We make of these 25 each colour worldwide.
25 of... So
Worldwide.
we originally had the black as well. That sold out.
That sold out before we even came to air.
Did it really? This is the rose gold gun grey. Now we do. I think we've got some video on this, don't we? I seem to recall. Making that all ready for the show. It's domed glass.
Domed sapphire crystal.
Sapphire crystal, yeah.
That's right. And remember, most people in watch collections, a tourbillon is the pinnacle of their collection, and most people have not seen one.
Yeah.
So if you want a tourbillon, that's, I would say, is an accessible price, but one that you can wear all the time. Swim with this, no problem at all.
Yeah.
It really will be a pleasure to own, but to show to other people, because they just won't have seen a tourbillon.
By the way, I forgot to say, we do actually have PayPal Pay in 3 available. Now, if you were buying this at the usual price, you wouldn't be able to use PayPal Pay in 3, because you can only spend up to £2,000, I think. But because it's 1450, so obviously you have to do that online. Just select PayPal as your payment option when you go to checkout, and that will take you through to PayPal. You finish all your sort of application there, and once it's all approved and the payment goes through, it will confirm with us and take you back to our website, and this will be winging its way to you. Now, of course, this is all based on a supermassive black hole, basically, isn't it?
That's right.
The whole concept, yeah.
And you do get the dry box with it and a certificate of authenticity. So it is a lovely collector's piece there.
Yeah.
And as you say, the complimentary gift is a turntable, so you can play your vinyl, but it's not just any turntable.
No.
You actually can link it to your computer.
You
You can convert your vinyl into MP3 files.
Right.
So you can actually, those beloved vinyls, you've probably got some old classical music or some old shows. That
I
you can only
don't
get on
anymore,
vinyl.
shamefully.
I
I've
kept
sold it
all
all.
my vinyl.
Did you?
But you can convert it. So that is the complimentary gift. So you get that turntable and a tourbillon watch.
There's only one of these, I think. Is that right, Gemma?
Now?
There's only one of this colour. And once it's gone, for chances are not getting it back, I'm assuming.
No.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little... They are very, very substantial. What do you know the weight on these?
Yeah, they're about 250 grams.
I mean, you know you're wearing this, but not too heavy that they're uncomfortable. They're heavy enough that you feel you've really got your money's worth.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Just think about this. I mean, you want to have that reassuring solidity. It is 200 metres water resistant, so it has a good strength on the sapphire crystal.
And yeah, 200 metres, you can definitely go swimming in this, can't you?
Oh no, you go diving with it.
Yeah,
go diving with it. I mean, if you get down to 200 metres as a scuba diver, you're doing pretty well.
Yeah, I would have thought, yeah.
But what I'm saying is it's a watch you can wear all the time, and it's also a tourbillon that's automatic. So think about this. Automatic, centrally mounted tourbillon, 200 metre water resistance. It's a really exceptional watch for the money. And again, a very, very limited edition.
See, there's the black hole. Do you see it? That is wonderful. I'm just being told by Kieran, when you get sucked into a black hole, you go through a process called spaghettification.
Oh. I
suppose that would be true. Yes, because you'd be drawn. You'd be lengthened. Yeah, and eventually down into your constituent atoms in a single line. Actually, one of the best depictions of a black hole is Interstellar.
Is that right?
A black hole and a wormhole as well, because a hole in space is a sphere.
Well, watches played a big part of that, didn't it, at the time?
Yeah,
Played a big part of that narrative, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, that's a stunning watch. And that tourbillon, I want to tell you how sophisticated that is. That's all the key components of a watch. In the centre part, the balance, the mainspring, the pallet fork. Do you know how much it weighs?
Go on.
Just over a gram.
No way, really?
Just over a gram. Now think about the engineering of that.
Sorry about
now
all our lights reflecting in it, but...
Now you understand why it's one of the most complex movements to make, to assemble. And we can't get too many. There are only really sophisticated watchmakers that can make these, design and manufacture them.
I could just sit here and play some music and watch it. Now, there's only one of these as well. Oh, sorry, excuse me. We do have 2 of these, but I'm being told that there are 5 people trying to get them.
Yep.
So what I would suggest is, look, I know this is a spendy amount of money, and And I know it's a considered purchase. Well, actually, for a watch collector, it probably isn't a considered purchase at all. You just know right away you have to have it. So I'm not going to be pushy or try to force anybody into buying it if they don't want it, because that's not the way I roll. However, we have become through social media. I know your connections and Ubeo and all the various suppliers, social media and such. And there is awareness from watch collectors that we are on, ITV at certain times of the night and on certain days of the week with these watches. So word will have got out. And all I would say is that if you're not what you would necessarily class as a watch collector, you are competing with watch collectors right now to get this.
Yeah.
So as soon as you know you want it, can I please ask you to check out? And I'm not only for your own good, honestly. Most people do wait till the end of the show,
and then what we find is they come into
and it's too late. Yeah. So look, we've got one of the rose gold, and we've got two of the stainless, and there are several more people trying to buy them, obviously, than we have watches available. So and once those are gone, do you think we'll ever get those back again?
Well, it's 25 worldwide. Of each colour.
25 of each,
yeah,
worldwide.
So what we have to do is we have to negotiate with the Americans. There's a big following in Germany for Ubeo as well.
Yeah.
So we have an allocation, and once it's done. But
so the chances are we're not.
But we're not making those watches really to make a big profit and run away.
No,
what we're doing is we're doing it because we can, and that's why we make such tiny numbers. It's a celebratory piece.
There are now 3 times as many people trying to get hold of them. So I imagine some people might be doing their applications on PayPal to get them, but please do it. Those will sell out probably, however long it takes to check out, but they'll be gone, which is a shame actually, because I would very much have considered getting the rose gold one.
I have a Ubeo tourbillon.
Do you?
First tourbillon I owned, and I always put it on for a special occasion. Always thinking, my wife knows tourbillon's gone on, we're going for a special occasion.
We're going out somewhere.
But it's a conversation piece. A lot of people won't have seen that. So if you're a collector and you've really been thinking about tourbillon, you won't be disappointed.
Well, I'm going to be disappointed because I won't have a chance to buy it, will I? Shall we move to Cadola? This, I don't know why, but Cadola reminds me, it's like rock and roll and American graffiti and, that kind of thing. Really, really cool watches. Are they an American brand?
No, it's actually a Swiss brand.
Oh, it is a Swiss brand?
Yeah, so it was a Swiss brand. So let me just tell you a bit of the story because it's fascinating. Founded in 1946 by a guy called René Froidevaux.
Okay.
Right, and he was very, very dynamic. So he was the first person in Switzerland to have an English working week, Monday to Friday.
Right.
He looked after his staff, so he had a staff canteen.
Right.
He was really quite progressive, but the watches were only available in Switzerland. He never exported.
I see.
And in the 1970s, when he passed away, the watch company fell into disrepair. It was the quartz crisis, and we've brought it back, but at a really affordable level. But we've taken that, what I call mid-century design. Now think about this is 1950s, 60s.
Yeah.
And people would have owned a chronograph like this, which is a stopwatch in the watch, because they had to time something. Motor racing.
Yeah.
Very famous use of chronographs there. Aviation, and this is a good example of that. These are what we call tool watches there, and we've taken this classic look and brought it back in a real period look, but with modern movements and modern build construction. But it's still sapphire coated crystal, 316R stainless steel case. This comes with the integrated bracelet as well, and there's also some interesting features on this watch. Well, I'll show you when we have a close look.
There we go.
Now, can you see there's an inner rotating bezel? So that crown. Can you see the crown on the top left-hand side?
Yes,
there? That rotates that bezel around. So you hold it there. I'm going to just twist it.
Yeah, go ahead, because I'm trying to make sure we don't have the lights.
So here, now, can you guess what they call this bezel on there?
What do they call this bezel on there, John?
A roulette wheel bezel.
Do they really? I can see it now, yeah.
And if you look on it, what we've got there is actually a second time zone. So you can actually set a second time zone on this bezel. And then from that, you can actually track a second time zone there as well. There is a fully functioning chronograph. So again, as you're holding it so beautifully, let me start that off. So there you go, there's the chronograph going as well.
Yeah.
So you can go up to 60 minutes with that. On the right-hand side is a 24-hour sub-dial there. So it is that classic watch, but then look at the beautiful finishing. Can you see, and I always look at this on watches, this is stainless steel case, 316L, and can you see lovely, look, brushing there, polished edges there, piston pushers, and then a multi-link bracelet. We just had the producers.
Blooming piston pushers.
I mean, the producers are saying to me, it looks very expensive. Well, all the treatments on there, stainless steel, the sapphire coated crystal, the chronograph movement, are what you'd expect to see on a brilliantly made watch. And it is a brilliantly made watch. 2-year warranty with this.
Now, I want to check the options if I can. This colour is how are we doing the colours?
I think we've got blue, grey and black.
Okay, so this would be black, so that's the face. Okay, we're going by face. I was just, because I apologise, the way our graphics are at the moment, we are going to change them because I hate them. we have to wait for the little crawler thing to come down the bottom to see the options, and so again, we're going to change that. Eventually it'll be in this box up here, but it'll just go between the two. So there's absolutely nothing at all on that crawler. It's completely blank. That's excellent. Good, so that's black. Then we've got blue. So the black we're calling, no, terra. No, surely this would be the brown one, is terracotta, surely. Yeah, black, blue. So that's dark so this is dark tangerine, nitrile blue, and the other one I guess has to be terra.
Terra, earth.
Yeah. Earth, indeed. They are fab, aren't they? They're just so retro. Is it retro chic?
Yeah,
I
think it is retro. This is the sort of watch that you would see in an antique shop.
Yeah,
or a vintage watch shop, and you go, that's so different, I've got to have one.
Yeah,
but you've got modern reliability with that classic look. I think they're fantastic.
Well,
I'd get one of these.
Also a really good foray into the watch collecting world for those that maybe don't have the mega budgets. You know, 150 quid, but you're still getting a £360 watch. You're just not paying £360 for it.
And I think what's great about it is it's a watch that you could wear daily. You shouldn't feel guilty about wearing this watch.
No.
Wear it, enjoy it. As I mentioned, there is a 2-year manufacturer's warranty. So it's a great vintage piece that you could just wear every day without a worry.
Yeah. Vintage, there's a good word. 700629 is your item number for the Cadola Gents Intercontinental Chronograph watch with stainless steel bracelet. So it's the sort of thing I imagine the sort of, I don't know, it's very Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, isn't it?
It is.
You know, I love it. I used to collect a lot of Soviet era watches because I years and years ago learned the language and lived for a little while in Moscow. But that was when it was the Soviet Union, you know, and one of the things that you would often be able to sort of exchange if you presented a pair of Levi jeans to somebody in one of the hotels, they would swap Soviet era memorabilia, so it could be watches or the fur hats or belts and all that.
And remember, this is I told you about. Timing was an instrument in those days, so it was something you had to have.
Yeah.
And something people would be. So it was something that they needed and would be a tradable asset, if you like.
Yeah. This is all the stuff that's on our show. It's very easy. When you go to shopontv.co.uk, you just select well, in fact, if you scroll down, you might find them right away, but otherwise just go to latest TV shows and you will see all of this assortment presented to you. Right, let's move on, shall we? We're going to stay with Cadola, and this is the Aviator. Oh, wrong camera. There we are. The Aviator. This is, sorry, no, my apologies, I picked up the wrong watch. Hold on, don't change the details, we'll change the watch.
Well, it's good we've done that because we've got the Avatar with a bracelet.
Yes.
And with the straps. So some great choices here. And you talk about colours.
Yes.
These are some amazing, what I call period colours.
That reminds me of caramel pudding. I don't know, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Or champagne.
Yeah.
I do love my champagne lifestyle. So that's actually called copper, and this one is green. It's just lovely, aren't they? I'm going to attack one at a time because we've all these studio lights. You'd think that we were under a starry sky, but there
we go, lovely.
It's the only place I've ever worked that has round lights. There we go. Look at that.
So these are the Aviator, which are inspired by I'm going to say the first of the jet age watches. Think about the jet airlines, when airlines were travelling, the jet set.
Yeah.
And this is that classic pilot's watch look here. So what you've got here is a fully automatic watch, sapphire crystal, beautiful sun ray dial there. And the sun ray is that lovely pattern. Now, as you move it, can you see it actually reflects the light?
Yes.
Like
there we go. Yeah.
Beautiful copper dial there. The indices there, the time markers, are actually applied And can you see they're beveled as well, so they catch the light. And then what made this a pilot's watch is you've got what we call a slide rule bezel. So inside that bezel, operated by the crown at the left, you can actually move that. And that was based upon a pilot being able to calculate basic functions, average speed, fuel consumption. That's why we call them the aviateur. And they're a real period piece. I think this was the sort of design that was authorised by the American Pilots Association about 1958. So a real client timeless classic. And when I see these watches, I think of open-top cars. I think of you know, rolled up sleeves.
Pan Am.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
Do you remember the? Have you seen the film Catch Me If You Can?
Yeah.
With Leo DiCaprio. Yeah.
So, and I think it's a timeless classic. Lovely coin edge bezel, all of the classic watchmaking features. Now this is 100-meter water resistant, this watch as well. As I said, fully automatic. And this version comes with a Milanese mesh bracelet. So that's a metal mesh bracelet with heavy duty links. So it's a real great everyday wearer. We talked about before, I think this looks like a watch that someone's handed down for you. Man or woman, someone's given you this watch there. I think it's a timeless look. I mean, great Valentine's gift.
That's a good point, actually, yeah. Valentine's Day just around the corner. It's not just the fellas doing the buying for the ladies, it can go the other way around as well, can't it?
Well, also, isn't this the year they can propose?
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, 29th of February. So
what does that mean?
Propose with a watch. That means that lady can propose to a man, not that we should say.
That? Well, yeah, exactly. All that old-fashioned nonsense. But is that right? I didn't know that. I've never heard that before. Not a good day to be born on, though, is it? Well, no, I suppose if you want to stay young, because you'd only have a birthday every 4 years. So our director's godson turned 6/24 this year, yeah. Amazing. Looks really good on the wrist. It's got great wearability.
Yeah.
Just fabulous. Again, sorry about all the lights. It's very, very hard.
You can see the beautiful colour, can't you? We have got some fantastic colours.
Should we have a look at the green?
Let's have a look at the green, because there's another different colourway here. And we talk about these manufacturers having great choice. And if you look at it, every time we show you a watch, there's a different type of treatment on the dial, on the bezel. So this is a lovely green, a very sort of classic green. Think about British racing green.
British racing green,
and then the slide rule bezel there, that bezel outside, is like an ivory colour. So this again looks like something from a vintage watch dealer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fully automatic. 100-meter water resistant sapphire crystal. What a great combination. And can you see the little jet plane on the second hand?
Oh, hold on. Oh, yes. That's fabulous, isn't it? That is just fabulous. I'm trying to... There we go. There we go. I'm fighting with the light. If I do that, it darkens it down. I don't think we've... don't think we've got... Oh, well, we can. Look, we're lightening it up for you.
And that's all luminous. The hands are luminous. The indices have little luminous markers. And can you see on the second hand, where I told you about the jet plane, on the counterbalance, can you see the Cadola C?
Yeah.
How tiny that is.
There we are.
Lovely.
Lovely. Just amazing. £130. I just saw the price, actually.
I know.
Down from 320.
Fully automatic.
I was like, what? Almost did a double take. You know. At the end of the day, it really is just about how much you get for your money. But again, this is what I love. One of the things I love about doing this style of broadcasting is that when you get the price right, because I want to buy something expensive, but I don't necessarily, I can either not justify the expense or I can't necessarily afford it. This is where you get something that's relatively expensive, but at a manageable and
I'm here to tell you what you're getting. So that's why I'm saying sapphire crystal in a rotating bezel. Look at the beautiful finishing on the stainless steel case there. Has a good weight as well. Fully automatic. It's a great watch, and I love the fact that what we can do with these watches as well is offer great value, and we're doing the 2-year warranty as well. So you know, it's something, and you can't buy you can't go to a shop and buy Cadola. They're available here.
You not?
No, or direct. But here they've got the best prices.
Yeah. Well, we make sure of that. We had a couple of fumbles, but we fixed that now because we're getting to the point where, certainly as we're growing, and thank you, by the way, because you're a huge part of this. You know, when you're shopping from us, our success is your success, really. And so the more power we have to go and demand the lowest prices that we can get, and we're moving towards being that destination where if you want to save a huge amount of money on something, this is where you shop. So that is the mesh strap version. We've also got a leather strap version, and this comes with a blue strap. Colours are going by dial again. So this is a blue.
So it's our only two-tone case. You've got a case there that's IP plated stainless steel. You've got an IP plated gold and stainless steel and blue, and the genuine leather padded straps look beautiful.
Yes. So this is, what was this colour again? This is cognac, apparently.
Sophisticated, aren't they?
Oh, we love our producers so much. Cognac. It's cognac. It's pronounced cognac. It's French. Cognac. I like cognac though. It's quite funny. Can I have another cognac, please? Oh dear. Why is it cognac when the space is blue? Can I see the colour options, please? We've got cockpit black, which is that. And then there's, you see,
well, there's a rose gold with a brown or olive green, which I think is absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
Then there's the two-tone with the blue.
Can we have a look on the website, please?
And then we've got the black, just a straightforward black.
The straightforward black. The black is the only one we can confirm.
Yeah. But they're very different.
Yes. I don't know who named these, but can I just have a quick check on the website, please? Thank you. Right, so I was right. The one that's cognac colour is cognac.
Okay, well that's the gold case.
Yes,
that's the one
so yellow gold has got to be the gold. That's what I suspected. So the blue face, but with the gold case.
Yellow gold, so that's
yellow gold.
Yeah.
And then we have the black, which is the one that I can't hold.
But these are lovely straps. They're genuine leather. They're padded. They're alligator effect, not alligator there. But this is one of those watches. I mean, it does look. I mean, it's a period, isn't it?
I mean, really and truly, I love it. I honestly do. Just love it. I mean, the presentation, the build quality, the design, it's all something else, isn't it?
And that's why I go through details like the fact that the dial has applied indices. So that dial's been assembled by hand. Someone has put each of those indices over. Not simple printed dials, it's not quartz watches, it's mechanical watches. And I think it's a great classic. I did make a point earlier. It's also the sort of stylish watch that you could just wear every day. You should wear it guilt-free.
Yeah, most definitely.
And this is £5 less.
Yeah,
you can have a metal bracelet for £5.
Right.
You know,
or 100. Yeah.
But I think they're actually great either look. It's the look you should love.
I just want to suggest to our producer that she never goes to Arkansas. Apparently, she knows how to pronounce everything in America, just not France. She's just not big on the French. So. Well, at least not the place. But she loves the food and the wine.
What would she do in New Orleans then?
I don't know. Well, now that's a conundrum, isn't it? Yeah. She's been to New Orleans.
Half a pint of cognac.
She asked for a pint of cognac, and they didn't know what to tell her. Yeah. She had a grenade cocktail, apparently.
Is that grenadine?
Well, I would imagine so, yeah. Oh, it's apparently lots of tequila.
She'd certainly ask for cognac after that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she had a nice portion of the foie gras. Oh dear. Mind you, when the Americans come here, they always ask, have you ever been asked, can you tell me how to get to Leicester Square?
Or Cirencester.
Cirencester, yeah. It's been interesting watching the evolution of my son, because he was born in America.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's American. I mean, I suppose technically I'm half American. Well, I'm dual citizen. But I was born here, but he was born there. And so he moved over when he was 15. He came over with me when he was 15. And pronouncing some of the place names, every now and then, he still gets me. He did one the other day, and I can't remember, but it was very amusing. Anyway, this is £125. It takes you back. So there's the yellow gold. That has the yellow gold batons and essentially it's a blue face. There is cognac. And then we've got cockpit black. Now, that's really predicated by whether your cockpit is indeed black. What happens if you've got a white cockpit?
Well, then you can use...
What colour's your cockpit?
You can have the cognac. No, it is black.
It is black.
It's black.
I see.
But I'd want to add some colour.
Well, I would have thought so. Yeah,
Because I think there's a little bit of 50s, 60s panache there. You talked about that lovely film Catch Me If You Can, isn't it?
Oh,
it's all bright and colourful.
It was. They were simpler times.
Yeah.
Before traffic cameras. Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I won't go Cornish. I went full Cornish last night. I don't know why.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Well, I've been watching a lot of Cornish television, you see. I've been with Fisherman's Friends. Have you seen them? There is a movie called Fisherman's Friends.
I haven't seen it, actually.
True story. Port Talbot. And there's a bunch of lads, fishermen, not surprisingly, who put together a group of shanty singers. And a record producer who was on holiday in Port Talbot heard them sing, thought they could be a hit, and turned them into a nationwide sensation. And they made a film about it. In fact, they've made 2 films about it. And they're really good. I have to say, even though I worked extensively and continue hopefully one day to work in Hollywood, I still love British films. I'm such a fan of British cinema.
I agree.
And there's a certain way that we write the films and film the films and you know, the actors in the films. We write the theme tune, we sing the theme tune. No, yeah, you should definitely see those. And there's, you know, when I think of fishing, I never think of watches, but when I'm on a watch show, I do evidently think of fishing, which is ironic.
Well, maybe because this is a pilot's watch and it thinks about travelling.
That's travelling. That's what it is, you see. Excellent segue. Well done. You led me back. Yeah.
So now I've got something you can do here.
Okay.
So this is the pilot's watch we just talked about, but slightly different because we've got a beveled bezel. So you can
beveled bezel.
There you go. See, I knew it would bring an accent out.
Yeah.
So we've got a fully functioning chronograph there. So you can see the chronograph there. There's your piston pushers. There is that bevel. No,
it does not. No. I just like to. I always have a little twist just to see.
Always should do. But it's a fixed bevel bezel.
Beveled bezel.
There you go. There's the crown at the top left-hand side to rope bezel. It is a multi-link bracelet, sapphire crystal, 100-metre water resistant, and a full chronograph, and it's 120.
So you could go swimming, go diving in this as well, 100 metres, right?
Could do, yeah.
Yeah, certainly in the swimming pool.
Yeah, certainly. Well,
actually, yeah.
I mean, I always think it's great when you have a metal bracelet, because if you're on holiday.
Yes, yes.
When I was at school, I was always hiding my watch somewhere.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah, so it's good to have a waterproof watch, because you don't have to worry about it.
I know.
It's a great watch with a great look that you shouldn't really have to take it off.
This is supremely classic.
Yeah.
This is sort of, I think, verging towards the look of an Omega or a Breitling or something like that.
Right, you talked about that, and that's why I said about the American Pilots Association.
Yes, yeah.
So this slide rule bezel, this architecture was the watch they certified, and people like Breitling and various other people did make this look.
Yes,
but it wasn't made because they designed it; it was made to the specification.
Because it was a function that was required.
Because it was a function, as I said, that bezel, which is a slide rule bezel, you could work out. I think there's 5 basic calculations: average speed, fuel consumption, time of journey. That's all can be calculated.
And it does work. I can see the winder for it.
Well, in that era, you can imagine there were no computers and things often failed in the cockpit.
Well, they'd have to have one of these, otherwise if they were flying a plane...
Yeah, and something went wrong.
Oh, we didn't have enough fuel to get there. I mean, you want to make sure you got that stuff right, don't you?
Also, I've been on 2 serious dives, diving challenges.
Yeah.
One to 250 metres, which
wow.
and one to 230 metres.
Amazing.
And on both cases, the dive computer, the electronic computer, failed. Ooh. And because I was with the watch supplier, it was the watch they used to do the decompression stops. And to give you an idea, it was 12 minutes down and 12 hours up for decompression.
Were you on a line then, or were you?
No, I wasn't doing it.
Oh, you were.
I was sitting on one of the boats that food came to.
Oh, I see. I thought you were doing it.
No, I wouldn't do it. I mean, it's serious diving, but I'm saying that useful instrument, though, an instrument like this as a watch, is really a great backup tool.
I've always wanted to scuba dive. Actually, it's one thing I've not done yet, but I will one day. What I like about watches, and maybe the people, the ladies and gentlemen at home, not just the people, the ladies and gentlemen, is that especially when you have prices like this, and I think this is our lowest price tonight, or this morning, or today, or whatever you want to call it, £120, is that, actually no, we've got one a little lower coming up, is that you can own a few, and this is what I think is important. You have the opportunity to collect several different watches. So you've got a watch for different occasions, a watch for different looks, and especially when you're buying £300 watches, because if you went anywhere else if these were sold anywhere else, that's what you'd be paying, you know, 300 quid. But £120 now means you could almost get 3 for the price of 1.
And it's a watch that you'd be happy wearing every day.
Yes,
Because it's a watch, and I think it's. I've got friends who've got very expensive watches.
Sure.
Why aren't you wearing it today? Oh, I didn't want to wear it out, especially in London. Don't want to wear it out.
Yeah.
You know, so but I think it's stylish. It is solid stainless steel, as I said. It's water resistant. You've got multi-manipulation, so it's a watch that looks great. It looks different. You've got the warranty backup, but it has that timeless classic look. And with a name like Cadola, which is not available everywhere, you've got a story to tell. That founding in 1946.
Amazing. 175615 is the item number, and actually I'll show you the.
Yeah, just use that rotating belt. It's geared. Can you feel that?
Yes,
it's not free gear. I mean, it's a beautiful gearing on that as well. I like the attention to detail as well. There's the sub-dials for the chronograph. There's that C on the counterbalance for the second hand there. That's it, start the chronograph off. So there's a lot of functionalities. This is the real original classic tool watch, the watch that you would use for various things. I still use a chronograph myself now.
Well, I was going to say, because also when you have a chronograph, if I can say it, chronograph, it adds extra complications to the movement, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Presumably it makes it more difficult to actually make.
It does. Well, think about things like little hands there. Think about setting those, just even in simplistic form. But a chronograph is a stopwatch in the watch. And it's great. I mean, whenever I put my dinner on, even I use the chronograph. Why have it on the oven in another room? Yeah, just had it on your wrist and with oil.
I do. But admittedly, I use it on my phone now, because I haven't. It's shameless to say, but I don't actually own a watch at the moment. But I used to have dozens.
Out, don't we?
I used to have dozens. No, I've got a watch on my phone, Gemma. No, I don't. Sorry, that's a clock. It's not a watch. Well, I used to have dozens of watches, but at one point in my sordid history, I fell on hard times and had to sell them all.
But this is sort of watch that you keep with you every day, guilt-free.
Guilt-free, yes. 120 quid. I mean, that's a meal for 3, maybe.
Well, probably prices are at the moment.
Well, yeah, at a fairly average restaurant even these days. We're going to take a little opportunity, or give you a little opportunity to see how easy it is to order, what happens when you order, and also following us, how easy it is to do on social media.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with ShopOnTV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with ShopOnTV. After you've ordered from ShopOnTV, we aim to deliver your purchases as quickly as possible. Postage and packing charges cover standard UK delivery, which is normally 3 to 5 working days, though depending on the carrier, you could receive your products sooner. Certain items may be offered with expedited delivery for a nominal extra charge. We'll give you a delivery estimate every time you place an order. Not going to be home or prefer to have your packages arrive at a different address? No problem. Just enter the destination information when you check out. Once you pay, it's on the way from ShopOnTV.
Keep up to date with all the latest news, information and special offers from ShopOnTV by following us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok and YouTube. You'll find us at ShopOnTV Live. Be a part of our fun community at ShopOnTV.
Have you heard about that ShopOnTV? They're really good. Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Other shopping destinations are available, but why would you? Well, we're here at this time in the morning serving you. I even did my hair slightly differently today.
That's all?
Yeah. Well, I'm so happy because I had my first theatrical audition after I can't remember how long, because there was a strike and there was a whole bunch of stuff. So all of the acting community has been on hold for months, and it was just lovely to actually do an audition for a very, very fantastic television show that I have wanted to be on for a while, and hopefully I'll let you know if I get it. You'll know if I get it. But yes, I turned in the audition. I've got another one for another show, an American show tomorrow, which is great. So, exciting times. Speaking of times, or more to the point, time, which of course we know doesn't exist. It's just a construct that's man-made or person or human-made.
But it does govern most
but
things.
It does. Yes, it does. It really does. And I love the fact that if we didn't have time, or more to the point, if we didn't have a measurement for it, then we wouldn't have these amazing timepieces. I mean, in the olden days, it was the sundial, wasn't it?
Yep, absolutely.
And this is one of my two favourite timepieces, not just this evening, but of all time.
Yes.
Just superb. The Da Vinci and the other one that we saw that I loved.
The Huygens.
Yes.
Well, this is brand new this evening. I mean, this is a new release here, the Da Vinci. Really interesting, fully automatic, skeletonized movement, inspired by the Da Vinci space probe, the one that's actually navigating around Saturn at the moment.
Yes.
Lovely case. Now, just look at this case, because this is actually stainless steel. So it's 316L marine grade stainless steel, but we use an ultra modern ionic plating, an ultra hard IP plating there. And what gives these watches their sci-fi look, as I'm going to call them, because they're inspired by space exploration. Love the new bow hands. You've got the crown there, which is also stainless steel. And this watch actually comes with 2 silicon straps. So you've got a red one, and then we've got a black. So you can change the look entirely. But I love about new bow is they have a real unique and individual look. So when you see a new bow, you know it's a new bow. And that's why we have so many collectors.
True. They are a league of their own, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they very much, as you say, that space age design, but not even just space age, futuristic space age.
Yeah, futuristic. That's right.
This is the crimson black, which I'm a big fan of. Now, these do come with an additional strap as well that colour matches the bezel. So this will come with a black strap, and then if you get the juniper green, that will come with a green strap, and if you get the indigo blue, that will come with a white strap. And you do get the tool. And remember, these are limited edition per colour to 100 worldwide. That's right, 100 worldwide. So we don't have that allocation. No. And this is the first time we've seen this on shopping television in the UK. Yeah, and it's automatic. What I love about the automatics is the fact that they are automatic. You know, you never have to worry about winding them. You never have to worry about replacing a battery. No. The natural kinetic energy that is generated by the movement of your body is sufficient to keep these wound and telling time accurately. But these are, first and foremost, I think, a real fashion statement, aren't they? I think they're a statement of your style and your individuality. Yeah, yeah. So many people these days wear the same watch. They wear the same look of watch. They're all classically inspired. I think if you want to be different, if you want to think differently, first of all, you've got something that's limited edition that is not available in many places. Yeah. The second thing is you've got a really, I'm not even going to say contemporary look, I'm going to say a very futuristic look. It is futuristic, absolutely. Great attention to detail, and I think it's just having a watch that just tells something different, not only about you, but at the times we're living in. This reminds me of, for some reason, of Disney's The Black Hole film. Yes, I remember that. Yeah. Do you remember Maximilian? That's right, yeah. No, was it? Yeah, it was. That's Maximilian, yes. Yeah. But there was a robot as well, wasn't it? Yeah. Nasty robot. I thought the robot was Maximilian. No, I was trying to think of the actor. Had a very famous actor in it. But it was quite a dramatic film, wasn't it? But the robot was also called Maximilian. We had very... Yeah, his hands went round, didn't he? He did. But this is also, it's very Tron. The red. It's red. That's the red. That's what's doing it. But I think it is that very futuristic look, and I think too few watchmakers really take that effort and design detail. And that case, which is stainless steel, you just had showed a lovely side profile. If you look at the side profile, you can see it's curved. Yeah. The silicon strap is curved, so it fits on the wrist and wears beautifully. I mean, you won't see many watches that have a side profile like that, and certainly not at this price. That's wonderful. It is wonderful. I wish it almost. It makes me wish that I will live long enough to the day when we have the flying cars and the, all this. Well, actually, there are flying cars now, but I don't think they'll be. I don't think they'll be on sky motorways for quite some time. So that is the crimson black. Let's show you the other colours, because honest to goodness, if I had more money than sense, then, and I don't have a lot of either, then I would buy all three of these. I truly, truly would. Now, if you think 100 worldwide. then that, and not all of them are in the UK because they have been dispersed around the world. We've only got probably, I don't know, what would the UK have 20?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and we've probably got most of those sitting in our...
Big demand in the USA, big demand in Germany, big demand in Italy. I mean, there's really popular watches now. We've got new Bayo collectors here in the UK who really pursue every model. I've got 4 new Bayos.
Yeah.
We've done collaborations with NASA. We've flown watches in space. We've had watches with pieces of Mars inside them as well.
I know.
So they've got really different, unique timepieces. And when a new one comes along, at prices which I may say I think are quite accessible, it's easy for people to build a really lovely collection of different and individual.
There is PayPal Pay in 3 on this as well, isn't there? Yeah, if you want to use PayPal Pay in 3 on everything tonight. That we don't use the PayPal Pay in 3 all the time. By the way, for those that are wondering, we will have other payment options available in the near future. We are working on them, but they take time to implement. So at the moment, for I would say a fairly limited time, we have PayPal Pay in 3. So if you want to spread the cost, just select PayPal Pay in 3 as the option, or PayPal One as the option when you check out on our website at shopontv.co.uk. Now, if you thought this was already good value because we're saving you £400 off of the usual price and the new Bayo price, by the way, if you go to their website, we are also giving you a new Bayo giving the complimentary gift as well.
We are. So we're giving you a complimentary gift, which is a new Bayo satellite watch winder.
Yes, here it is.
There it is.
You get this included at no extra cost. £320 worth of value.
That's right, and it's a winder, so you can actually put your watch on it and it will keep it wound. It actually lights up and it runs on batteries and mains. So it's a really clever piece. I love the fact it's a great size as well. So it's brilliant for your desk. If you've got a desk and you want to keep your spare watch wound, it's fantastic. I just think so, and that is the complimentary gift. You could buy it for more money, but why would you?
I think that is available to buy on our website as well separately. If it's on the bottom of the screen, and it is £320.
And actually, it's a great gift. I mean, it's Valentine's Day coming up.
Yeah.
With the 2 items, you could have Valentine's Day and birthday, or Valentine's Day and Christmas.
Would you want to look at it also like this, because of the way my miserly brain works? So if you just wanted the winder, which would normally be 320 quid, if you spend just another 30, you get a free watch.
Yeah.
And if you want the watch, but you don't care about the winder, then, as you say, you've got a complimentary gift that you can give away to somebody else. But if you've got an automatic watch, you're going to want to. Sorry, there was an extra wanna in there. You're going to want a way to wind it. Oh, you got to want a way to wind it. You got to want a way to wind it. So this is the perfect thing, isn't it? It's not, oh, I'm not going to get an automatic watch because then I'll have to buy a winder. Well, no, you don't, because we're giving you one at no additional charge. It's included all in that price. That is a generous gift, might I say.
Excellent green.
Should we show the final colour?
I really like this green. It's really warmed to me.
I do too. I'm not normally into the green, but this has sold me. It really has. And I love it with the black strap. It does come with the green strap as well, but this is very sci-fi. Hold on, can I just try something? Oh, too late. Just wanted to try a little something.
And I love the fact, can you see on the right-hand side of the case, the crown actually goes through the frame of the case as well. A lot of attention to detail on this way this is made, and the silicone strap makes it very comfortable.
Beam me up. Well, you can live and hope, can't you? But it really does look like...
You'd be very surprised if everything started shimmering, wouldn't you?
Oh, I'd love that. Although, from your perspective, would it shimmer, or would you just immediately, everything would just change in front of you? It probably would.
Probably would.
Be instant, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Now, there is a spare strap with this. Actually, let me show you.
Yes.
Because I think it's important. You get the black strap and the green strap. So there's 2 straps. You get a tool to change it with. And I like the fact that you can change the look of this watch just with the strap change, which is included. So I suppose you could say watch winder, fully automatic watch limited edition, and an extra strap.
I'll be honest, I hate the strap. No, I'm not into green. But no, but other people. But I love.
Oh yeah,
love this green.
Yeah, no, see?
With the black. No, I'm honestly, I'm honest.
You're being facetious.
No, I am being facetious.
Yes.
I wouldn't use this. I'd buy this watch, but I wouldn't use this strap. But others will.
But you know what? It's great about that is you wouldn't use it, but you've got a spare strap.
Well, this is true in case of emergencies. But I think with the black strap, to me, it really is. It's not even about the strap. It's all about that case, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all about that case. No treble. It's just amazing. Simply amazing.
And all stainless steel. And actually, it's got a lovely exhibition case back there. So it is an automatic movement. And you can see on the back of it, there's the Da Vinci probe there, which is going along like some little spider crab, isn't it? Getting samples there. But you can see the automatic movement for it, and I think it's lovely. You've got a modern watch, but they still want to show you their skill in watchmaking. They still want to show you how a mechanical watch works. And the movement is skeletonized there, which means they've cut away all the unnecessary parts of the movement there. So you can see exactly what's going on. There's the balance wheel, there's the rotor, there's the pallet fork, just the lovely design there. And the shapes, wherever you move that watch around, a great close up there, it really does look quite individual, doesn't it, with all the different shapes and curves and textural details.
It's mesmeric, it really is. I'm a big fan. One of the things I love about Doctor Who is that it's all very steampunk, isn't it? It's all cogs and flywheels and things like that.
Do you know what? That's very good cosplay, isn't it? Very good sort of dress-up watch, because no one's going to have something like this.
No, sure. Always a fan of that. $750 is the usual price. Forget that. We've slashed the tyres on $750. Oh, Lord, who's that? We have brought that all the way down to $350, but remember, you get £320 with a complimentary gift included as well. So essentially, you get the full, you get about £1,000 worth of clobber for a third of that. Extremely impressive. And there are the other winders if you want. There's the mainspring, there's the race day Flemington dual slot watch winder there, and there's everything that we have shown you tonight on the website. So if you want to have another little peruse, if you want to have a little recap, if you want to just have a little time to make up your mind, then treat yourself to a fabulous timepiece. These are wearable art. They are an extension of your personality, an expression of your individuality, and they just look flipping good. But they're conversation starters. This is going to get tongues wagging, it really is, isn't it? This is the Tourbillon, the supermassive Tourbillon, based on the supermassive black hole, which they believe there's one of those at the base of or underneath. Well, can you have underneath in space? But somewhere near our galaxy.
I suppose you could have down, couldn't you?
Not in space. There's no direction in space, is there? It's all relative. Relative to you, I suppose.
Well, I suppose you have to point in one way to go to the moon, don't you?
Well, yeah, but once you're in space, there's no up, down, left or right, is there? Only relative.
Well, I'll worry about it when I'm up there.
Indeed, I'll do
I'm sure
the
I'll
same.
be going the wrong way according to.
But I see, I've always had this theory that that all galaxies must have a black hole near them, because that's why they're sort of swirling. It looks like everything's going down the plug hole, doesn't it?
Pretty
and
much.
I imagine that's probably because there's a black hole involved somewhere. Maybe I'm some sort of scientific genius and nobody's.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think the odds are fairly slim.
That's why I said maybe.
Right.
Politely.
Well, you were being very polite. Thank you. Right. Let me hold this so it's in focus. That is amazing. 200 meters water resistant. That tourbillon is just exceptional. I know we've got reflections of the lights in the sapphire crystal, but I just want you to see the perfect shot of that tourbillon right now. So there it is, whirring around in the centre. Tell us about the tourbillon again.
So tourbillon is French for whirlwind, and it was devised by Abraham Louis Breguet in 1749. And what he was trying to do was challenge the effects of gravity, which actually affects timekeeping in watches. So his solution in 1749 was actually very, very revolutionary. And actually, Marie Antoinette, I mean, this was the property of royalty. I mean, if you have a look at the history of her tourbillon there, it's absolutely fascinating. But to this day, tourbillons are one of the most complicated watches to design, to manufacture and to assemble. And with many big Swiss brands, if you want a tourbillon, you have to be invited. They won't have many around.
Oh, really?
And they really stretch to very, very large.
So is there's sort of like a central team of people that make them and nobody else, or that are able to make them? And then
no, I mean, if you're a watchmaker and your advanced courses, the very final piece you'll do on the advanced course will be to make a tourbillon. But that means there's very few people. So there are many different tourbillons available, but you know, you can't get everyone to make them, which is why we make these in limited runs of 25 each worldwide. That's all we've made. And we've made them because we can. This is quite an advanced tourbillon movement because it's automatic. There is a rotor. You don't get many automatic tourbillons.
Right.
Because it has a high power reserve of nearly 70 hours.
Right.
And because the tourbillon is mounted in the centra. So it's a centrally mounted tourbillon. So if you look, the hands are mounted almost as if by magic around the edge of the tourbillon there as well. So you've got a very different way of telling the time there, but it puts a tourbillon, that very, very desired movement, at the heart of your watch. So most people will have never seen a tourbillon, even though they've wanted to desire one. So it's great. You'll have a tourbillon on the wrist, but because this is a new Bayo, It's water resistant 200 meters. It's a sapphire crystal. Actually has a unidirectional bezel there. There are the hands, those lovely luminous circles, screw down crown, and it comes with a wonderful integrated stainless steel bracelet. So it's really the finest of that which Nubeo can pursue.
So the option that I'm holding is the rose gold bezel with the gun grey. I love this. This is my favourite bracelet. We do have the stainless steel with the yellow gold, which I'll show you in a moment, the yellow gold tone. $485.65 times 3 if you want to spread the cost over 3 interest-free instalments using PayPal Pay in 3. Just select PayPal as an option. There's only one of these left, so I thought these were going to sell out. There were about 8 people trying to get this and the other one. Now, the other thing about this is I was saying there's no direction in space. But there is direction in television studio, so I'm going to turn it.
No, you had it the right way.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my director just said it was upside down.
Well,
Cheeky monkey.
He was trying to say there's no direction in space, and you were hoisted by your own guitar.
I was complete hook, line, and sinker on that one. I was.
Now it's important. There's a complimentary gift with this.
Yeah.
It's a really lovely complimentary gift.
Yes. What is that?
It's a turntable.
A turntable.
So it's a turntable that you can actually connect to your audio system, or you can connect it to your computer. So you can use this turntable, and it comes with the right software and cables to convert your vinyl into MP3s.
Oh,
so
I love it.
if you've got a big collection that you don't know how to listen to anymore, here's the turntable, and you can plug it into your computer or your hi-fi, or actually convert it. So those tunes that you haven't heard for years, you can actually plug in and play again in your car once you've converted them to MP3. Put them on your phone.
Amazing, amazing. I had what was it, the Rolling Stones and the Beatles. There were a couple of albums, and they were, I got them in Moscow, and I don't know if they were bootlegs, or I don't know if they played over there, or, but they turned out they were very, very rare, and unfortunately I'd given them away. and it's one of those moments in life where you kind of go, what was I thinking?
I never went away from vinyl.
Did you not?
No, I didn't understand it. And not that I didn't understand the technology, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Still got everything, which I'm so pleased that I have, because some of them, as you say, are quite...
It's coming back, isn't it? It really is.
They sold more vinyl records last year than CDs.
Yeah, I believe it. My son, who's not even 21 yet, and he'll be 21 in April, and he said the other day, I can't wait to get a record player. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, I want to start collecting vinyl. And I was like, just one of those proud fatherly moments, you know. There's something about appreciating quality. A lot of what we had, and I'm not saying that things are bad now, although in many cases they possibly are, but everything's just so disposable these days, and with redundancy and obsolescence built in for profit, you know, to be cynical. Whereas when you go back to the days of vinyl, things were made to last. They were quality, and they were built to serve you for many, many years.
I bought from a second-hand store, 1982. I just had it serviced, and it's still going strong.
Exactly. And there was a time when Made in England, do you remember when that label used to mean something? You know,
Scotland, that's where my turntable was.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Scotland too, yeah. I mean, I'm obviously just becoming an old fart, because I think everybody gets to that stage. I love a lot of the modern world, but there's a lot I don't like about it at all. So I'm becoming quite curmudgeonly in my old age.
But let's step back in time to Peju.
Yeah, this Peju is... Now, is it cordron? Is that a French word, cordron?
Yes, a cordron is a French word. It was actually an aviation pioneer, and Adolphe Peju was an aviation pioneer. Think about those magnificent men, the biplanes.
They're flying machines.
Right? So Adolphe Peju was a friend of Louis Blériot. There's a lovely poster. He came to fly at Brooklands with Louis Blériot. But he was noted because he was the first pilot to loop the loop.
Oh.
He was the first pilot to jump voluntarily out of an aircraft from a parachute.
Oh.
And actually, sadly, he went to the First World War. He was a French pilot.
Yeah.
And was actually shot down by one of his own pupils.
Oh no!
So
I hate it when that happens.
In the end. So
he obviously didn't teach them very well.
No, he taught them too well.
Oh, he taught them too well. I see what you mean.
But we've taken that early aviation pioneer instrument and we've put it into a range of watches. Now, this is a big watch.
It is.
It's fun. It's 52 millimeters. It looks like that real Clockman instrument. So look at the oversized pushers and crown.
Yeah.
It is a sapphire coated crystal. It is a chronograph. It is 100-meter wall resistant. But I love the detail. First of all, you've got the weight. You've got a really great cut-edge leather strap. I love the Gothic font on the numerals there.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun. That's what this is.
And it's affordable at £120.
You talked about steampunk and dressing up. This is
Yeah.
a perfect dressing up watch, isn't
It really is. I love playing dress up. I very rarely spend any money on casual clothes because I don't go anywhere. But I spend all my money on dressing up clothes. You know,
Do you?
on suits and finery. You know what I mean? I love to dress up and go out, and I'm a sucker for a banquet or a ball.
Of course.
Yeah. Anyway, 790181. It's a chronograph. It's big. It's bold. It's bombastic, and it's from Peugeot. Very comfortable to wear. Beautiful stainless steel on the back, and this just superb stitched leather strap.
Yeah, and I think the quality there is really something to see. So if you just turn this on the side, Rob, I just want people to see this. So that's a solid 316 stainless steel case. And then look at the crystal. There's a lovely bevel around the edge of the crystal. So where you'll belie the quality. Think about £120. When this comes to your house and you put it on your wrist, you're going to get over 200 grams of stainless steel, fully functioning chronograph. Love those. That's almost like a knot, like you reach out in a cockpit, isn't it? And you pull that off. So it's a great instrument, but full of character. It's been one of the most popular watches. We had a 3-hand version sold out. We just have this chronograph. We just have this one style in stock, and I don't know how many units. But it's a lot of watch. And if you've got an aviation fan that you love, if you've got someone who really loves their vintage-inspired items, trinkets, antique shops, it's a great watch for them.
I'm glad I wore the blue shirt tonight because it is a good backdrop for this. I will say that if you do a job that requires, referring to the time fairly frequently, there's a benefit to having a large watch because it makes it very easy to read at a glance, which of course is exactly what they would have done in planes.
I had a customer once, very recently, who bought a watch, mechanical watch, and it had a stopwatch in it, like this, a chronograph. And he said he needed it for work. And I said, well, he said, I test petroleum. He said, we're not allowed anything in the laboratory with a battery. You can imagine, like, it's flammable.
Yeah, sure.
So it is a great practical instrument.
Yeah. £120, proving very popular indeed. There's the website. There it is, if you'd like to get it. Do check out, please, your items. We are getting very close to the end of the show, so it is, as they say, as Priscilla used to say on Blind Date, it's make your mind up time. I don't think she used to say it quite like that, but what did Graham say? Graham was the voiceover guy.
That's right, wasn't it?
Yeah. I know that voiceover. I've met him a couple of times. Very famous voiceover artist. I can't remember what Al Graham used to say. He would just do it. If he were here,
Priscilla told
if he were here, he'd be talking about the product, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would.
You know.
That's why he was very famous.
But he's not. Yeah, exactly. For some reason, my brain got stuck on Bullseye, and all I could think of was in one. Now we really are going back.
We are.
If there are people, university graduates. Now, I want to say there are sometimes, occasionally, watches that are made incorrectly, and they make them upside down. But
this isn't one of them.
No, I've researched. There is a very simple remedy.
Yeah.
Is all you have to do is turn it around. So if you do get one and it's made upside down, don't worry, just turn it around, you'll be fine. They're all shouting at me in my, it's upside down. It's like, I know, I'm working up a joke. Do you mind? Set up joke, right? Lord, comedy's lost in this building. Apparently a joke has a beginning, a middle and an end.
Let us know when you find one.
Yes, so does a sharp implement. So this is 100. Oh! My director said, shame it's not my wit. Oh, I felt that one. That I feel like I've been literally gutted and my innards totally eviscerated. My innards have spilled upon the floor.
Right, now.
It's a lovely watch, though.
Really,
it's very nice.
I'm amazed we've actually left it. We showed you how many good watches we've had tonight. So this is the Peugeot Pilotage Power Reserve Automatic. Now, this is that classic, what we call big pilot watch. Now, I just want to show you, this is a fully automatic watch. Now, look at the top dial there.
Yes.
Can you see it measures hours? That is actually a power reserve. If you fancy with your friends, it's Reserve de Marche.
Reserve de Marche, yes,
So
go time.
So you can see, as you wind the watch, and you can manually wind it from the crown, you can actually see that you can increase it. It's a fuel gauge for your watch. So as you wind it, you can see that you've added more power into it. So you can see how much power is left.
I'm literally giving this watch power.
There you go. So now you're winding it to maximum power. Now you can't overwind this watch. It actually has a clutch like a car. So once you've got to maximum wind, it actually cuts out. Beautiful, clear dial.
But I've never seen a watch before where you know when it's fully wound.
Yeah.
Because you sit there for hours going, do you think it's fully wound yet?
Well,
now you know.
And this is what we call complication. So here we
Yeah.
have a watch with 2 complications.
That's cool.
So you've got an hour and a minute hand. Everything else, even the second hand, is a complication. So we've got a power reserve. The second hand here is moved to a second sub-dial at the bottom.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 complications on a fully automatic watch with a stainless steel bracelet.
Yeah.
100 metre water resistant. And it's 125
For 125 quid.
I think this is a great
All
watch.
the other one. And it has that wonderful bezel as well. I love the bezel on the glass.
This is what I love about doing these shows. I mean, sapphire crystal, brushed and polished stainless steel case there, multi-link bracelet there. I mean, it's a great watch.
It's a
and
polished
fully automatic.
chamfer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I use glass as a catch-all word for, I mean, you know, whatever it happens to be. In this case, it is sapphire crystal. But it's just splendiferous, isn't it? I'm looking for new adjectives.
I think it is splendid.
It is splendiferous, I must say.
And
It's a bit of a pocket watch with a strap, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
almost?
you've got that very big, they call this onion crown, right?
Onion crown.
And you have these oversized crowns because in the
Yes.
day, a pilot would have to wind the watch with a gloved hand. And that's why you have these very large crowns on the
love
side.
that. I love that. I just realised we haven't shown our winders yet. We'll have to do. Are we going to have time to even show the winders? Let me ask she who knows everything, Gemma. Can we talk about a winder at some point? Because we've got 2 dual slot winders. We can talk about the one that's behind us. There is a sort of a slightly different version, but I don't know if this will fit my. Oh no, it's good. It's good. It's a little tight, but it.
I mean, that is, isn't it? Automatic, big pilot watch, power reserve, sub-second dial, great wear anywhere classic. That's not going to date, is it? It's going to be a classic.
No.
And if you're a pilot, if you're someone who loves their pilot's watches, just wear it, enjoy it. 2-year warranty with this as well.
I'm assuming that pilotage is French for piloting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two pilotage, I assume.
So yes, to pilotage.
I love the colours as well. The little pop of colours are really good. And on the bottom sub-dial there, it's like the artificial horizon on an aircraft.
Yes, yes.
So keep it straight and level.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes. I always wanted to learn to fly. Unfortunately, it's an incredibly expensive hobby. Maybe one day I will. But yeah, flying and diving are the 2 things I would love to do, the sort of activities. I love to fly. Gosh, with my job, I used to fly extensively. There was nary a month when I wasn't on a plane going somewhere, you know, and I always used to really thoroughly enjoy the experience. Not so much anymore because they've taken all the comforts and the niceties away.
Yeah.
The free booze, that was all for the international flights, was always nice. But I came back when I came back to England in 2018. I was what's the word? I was rationed by a very forthright steward, who wouldn't let me have a second drink. And I was like, are you kidding me? So, yes, I wasn't a happy bunny. But I've always had this ritual, have a couple of drinks, eat my food, then have maybe one more, and then I fall asleep for the whole flight.
Really?
But he wasn't having it. So,
well, no, you weren't having it.
No, I wasn't having it. No, absolutely. I'm like, well, I'm not flying with them again. Anyway, £125. Obviously, I always drink responsibly when I'm flying. 598414 is the item number. Here is the website once again, in case you've forgotten where it was since the last time I told you about it. It's shopontv.co.uk. That every time I see that Space Invaders watch, it just calls out to me. But that was the Nubeo, the Hugh. Now, how did you say Huygens? Huygens. I love that. That and the Da Vinci. I'd spend them all. Now, we've got a couple of mainspring winders. One of them is the Race Day, which is the sort of slightly sort of futuristic-looking one.
Yeah.
But here we have now I believe it's called the Oxford, isn't it? Is it
That's
the Oxford? The Guardian mahogany finish. If you honestly go to Mainspring's website right now, I know because I was preparing when I was doing my prep, which everyone seems to think I didn't do. On their website, they have it for 400 and I think it was 480. It might have been 450. But either way, we've got it for 150. We've slashed the tyres on the price.
That's right. And what we've got here is a dual watch winder. So a lovely mahogany coloured box here. This is wood. opens up. Can you just do that from your side?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So lovely magnetic steel there. You can open it up there.
Beautifully made.
Now I just want to show you something. It's a dual watch winder.
Yeah.
And it's programmable. So depending on the automatic or mechanical movement you have, you can actually set this to go one way, both ways, and it stops. So this winder is in rest mode. So it's done its winding.
Yeah.
It's stopped, and then it will start again in so many minutes. So it's replicating the movement on your wrist. And then this one is still going. So I wanted to show you that this is mains powered.
Yeah,
There's different switches at the back there, and then you set the winds left, right. There's all turns on there on the separate winders. So if you've got two particular watches, if you have a mechanical chronograph, they generally wind in one direction, but a three-hand actually winds in both. So this one you can program both to go wind one way, wind the other way, or you could program it to wind just one way, and then there'll be a rest period inside. So
what's the benefit to having it wind one way and then wind the other way?
Because the mechanical chronograph generally will wind only one way. So if you do it both ways, one way is not doing anything.
I see, right.
So it's like starting your car and steering it in neutral, doesn't do anything, or putting it in gear. Whereas another mechanical watch might need wind both ways, so you do it both ways. And again, we talked about earlier about the lubricants and greases in the movement needing losing like car. So you want it to be working at optimum, want it to be moving all
it's
the
like when we turn in when we're sleeping and
yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's worth getting a couple of automatic watches just to have one of those, and it's worth getting one of those if you've got a couple of automatic watches as well.
And I think
it's beautiful. It's it's a lovely little bit of furniture. It really is. I actually prefer in real life the mahogany finish to the black finish, which is more sort of
more racing car.
Racing. I mean, they're both wonderful. Don't get me wrong.
I think it's a nice neutral colour. This, I think it would work in a lot of environments.
Yeah, I mean, modern office.
No, it's stopped, is it?
Oh yeah.
No, it's going the other way.
C'est magnifique, n'est-ce pas? 150 quid. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, if you want one of these winders, and Mainspring are a prolific manufacturer of these, aren't they? Go to their website, have a look right now. And I'm telling you, their price, if you buy it direct from them, is in the 400 plus range. So this is an opportunity to get one of these, and it's some kind of knockoff. It's the same one from Mainspring that they would sell you. And it is. We've just done an amazing collaboration with them, and you're getting it for £150. Yeah. We've got 5 minutes left on the show. I always make the joke that when I do a watch show, the one thing that we always seem to run out of is time. But this is a absolute punch in the gob when it comes to striking design.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is something different from Peugeot. So this is the Onduleur, which is French for transformer, apparently.
Is that right?
Yeah, fully functioning chronograph. Now, most aircraft, in fact, I think nearly all aircraft, will have a mechanical backup clock. So even though there can be glass cockpits, which means everything's electronic, there's always a mechanical clock in the cockpit.
Oh, right.
And that's because if everything goes down, there's a backup.
Yeah.
And you'll find that actually has a bezel, so you can set that with a knob that faces towards you. It's on the cockpit. So we've taken that inspiration, and we've made this chronograph pushers so they operate towards you. So if you push them in
Hold on, let me change hands. Push them in from the front.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we've engineered that so that actually
love that.
This chronograph actually measures tenths of a second. So it's tenths of a second chronograph. So
Kieran, you stay there, I'll go. Yep. Sorry. Sorry, carry on, please.
So if you look at this, you've got a modern chronograph, a real vintage-inspired look, and then those very unique facing towards you pushers. So a very different.
But they're actually really easy to use.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just extraordinary. I love it. Absolutely. Sorry about all my fingerprints on there. Let me show you.
Coin edge bezel.
Yeah,
lovely
the coin edge bezel. Yeah.
Polished bracelet. Multi-link bracelet, and then you've got sort of micro adjustment on the clasp there. This is the most affordable watch in the show.
I just saw it's 110 quid.
I mean, I'll be honest.
It looks like a 300. Well, it is a 300
essentially
one.
these are at cost. I mean, we are selling these at cost because we want to gain an audience here at ShopOnTV.
Sure, of course.
We want to show them the variety we offer.
Yeah, £290. This is what I love. You're legitimately getting a £290 watch. The economics of watches is pretty simple. Whatever someone makes it for, they usually sell it for double, and then they sell it to a distributor, and then they sell it for double to to the retailer, and then the retailer sells it for double.
Yep.
And everybody's taking their piece of the pie. And sometimes there are even others in the supply chain, aren't there? Which is, if you go and look into a department store and look at a watch, then it's actually the cost to make that is probably anything from a quarter to an eighth of whatever it is you're paying for it. So to see that this is at £110, yeah, I mean I can very well believe that is cost. I mean. But the benefit is to the people at home. Again, it's because there are no celebrity endorsements. There's no advertising.
All of those boats cost money to have your name on the racing cars.
Sure, yeah,
the red carpet.
Well, TV commercials are expensive. That's why we have this show on ITV, because this is the advert week, and that's how we're able to attract the suppliers at these very keen prices. Because this is ITV1, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? And we are held under all of the rules and regulations that ITV are, which is really the strictest and the highest standards when it comes to everything that we do and say and tell you and show you. So, yeah, we can't just say, oh, the usual price. We can't just make up a price.
Yeah.
You know, we have to be able to demonstrate that that's what it normally sells at.
Yeah.
And this watch normally sells at £290 or more. Beautiful, isn't it? £4.95 P&P. And again, that is capped P&P, so if you are buying more than one item, then you'll only pay the one postage and packing charge. There's one watch I think we haven't had a chance to get to yet, is that right? Or did we see everything? We've seen most things. There might be a couple on there that we did run out of time for, but that's why we have the website, because you can peruse at your leisure. And
I do like to go on about some of these watches because I think they're quite interesting. I mean, everything we've seen has been interesting. We've had a real smorgasbord, haven't we?
We have, and it's. But also, have you noticed? Look, I know I do digress sometimes, and I have I'm one of these people. I wear my heart on my sleeve, but also if I see it or think it, I say it. And unless it's offensive or rude, that's the only filter that that stops those bits coming through. But generally speaking, the reason that I've digressed in this show is because the watches have inspired me to think of things that I love and I'm passionate about. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, that's what watches do.
Yes.
They start conversations. Of course they tell the time, but they start conversations.
Yeah.
They're an expression of your personality.
They are.
That's what they do.
And my personality is very bright and bold and somewhat flamboyant and talkative. My son said to me the other day, God, you do love to talk, Dad. And I'm like, it's my job. You work with me. Have you not? Of course I do. Actually, do you know, the irony is that when I'm not on the telly, the last thing I like to do is talk. I just like to sit in peace and quiet. And when I have sometimes days or weeks where I just can't seem to get any peace and quiet, it's those times on the train when someone's playing their music at full volume with no consideration for whether anybody else on the train wants to listen to it, or having a shouting match with their spouse. That happened the other day. And it's just everywhere I go is noise, and all I want is quiet. And I'm quite shy, actually. I'm not good in crowds either, you know. But when I have something like this, it gives me a barrier of confidence.
And you knew this, I mean, it's the first time we've shown this watch, and I think it's so unique. Love the combination of red and black. That's a stainless steel case. They're fully automatic. It's one of 100. We made 100 of these worldwide, and we don't have that here. Silicon strap there. You get a red one with this particular model and the black one. Very, very different in its look. And you better have collectors, and you can see why.
Going back to the shy thing, this is one thing that I think these sort of watches are great for. If you are a little bit shy, then they're a great conversation starter.
Absolutely.
And it also immediately gives you common ground of something that you can talk about. Otherwise, you invariably, you start talking about the weather, don't you? Or you make the small talk. I hate making small talk. Whereas when you talk about watches, you can share a common interest or a common appreciation. And that's because they are works of art. It's like going to the Louvre and looking at a painting.
And all watches, I like to say to people, all mechanical watches are handmade. There's no machine that makes a mechanical watch.
No.
This has been assembled by a watchmaker, and they have to do that. And every component, and that mechanical movement will have nearly 100 components inside it, will have to be made, and it either works or it doesn't. You have to get everything working in harmony, or it doesn't work.
Sure. Well, it's one of my best friends, in fact my longest friend from school and bestie. His father was a very prolific, they're Swiss family, and he was a very prolific watchmaker, and to the point where he could put a hand, he could have a huge jar of little tiny cogs, and someone would come in and say, "Can I buy 60 please?" And he'd just kind of he'd eyeball it and always be right. That sort of thing, that level of skill. And it's a trade, and it's one of the most impressive trades, I think.
it's massively
that
skilled,
you
yeah.
can, precisely. I couldn't put it better myself. Speaking of massively skilled, that is also something I would use to describe you. Thank you so very
thank you
much,
very much.
Jonathan. No,
Lovely
it's
to
lovely
work with you.
and you. It's lovely to see you and lovely to talk to you. And I hope you've enjoyed the show as well. Enjoyed the conversation. That's it for my weekend. Sean and Hayley will be with you again tomorrow night and all the way through to Thursday night. I'll see you again Friday night, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every week. But from Jonathan, from me, and from all the Shop on TV weekend crew, ta-ra!